Yeah. I've had to come back, guys. I realized Guti. I think I ran out of storage space with the last video, so I was not finished. So I thought it would not make any sense for me to leave it hanging. You understand? So we're gonna call this one part 2 of the story time. So let me take it where um I left it. So I was saying, I could not understand ukuthi girl, like, kanti yini problem, only to find ukuthi this guy that I had disqualified, you understand, the guy that had responded, the guy who was the only one that had responded with first advert, the guy that had done the feasibility study, actually bayantshontshana no sisters, you understand, ungukhwapheni ka sisters, and yet she is friends with the guy's girlfriend who it was such a mess. The guy's girlfriend um used to work at icho supply chain, so the whole thing was cooked, you understand, because I remember coming back from Jeffreys Bay. We arrived very late on Friday, and now I wanted to come home. So I took my car. We've just run out of electricity. I don't know if it's load shedding or what, but at least I still have the light. The light here phone. The ring light just went off, and light. Anyway, so bendisatsho ke, there's a girl who worked at supply chain, who was also this guy's girlfriend. And so when we came back, girl, my colleague now, on Monday, because Friday she dropped me off at my place, I took my car to drive to Alice. So on Monday morning, she like asks me, "Hayibo Khanya, so wenze njani nge-envelope ka Mr. So and so?" I'm like, kaloku remember it was late already on Friday, so andikayoyifaka, and that day was the closing. Yeah, it was the last day, I think. So we normally closed tender boxes at 12. Tender box at 12. So she was like, "Oh, okay, sapha ndiyokufakela because I'm going that side." I didn't see anything wrong, mna. We understand? And she didn't even go herself. She gave it to an intern to take it to the girl who is now supply chain manager, um, to say, nansi envelope esuka kukhanya, uthi ka Mr. So and so. So uyabona ukuthi kaloku supply chain manager is not supposed to know ukuthi mna I had come across the envelope, you understand, as project manager, you understand. The envelope was supposed to go straight into the tender box, so iphekiwe lento basically. So kwabanjalo ke, guys, and then so guy is the one that actually filed a complaint with the municipality ukuthi your project manager is scrupulous, and we understand ndingulo mntu ke caba yeyi hayi ndiyazithatha bribes and what. I was topic of the day. You know, and so there was a whole investigation, and they could not come up with anything. Like, there was no link between me and Mr. Soren, so literally nothing. But the fact that, you know, someone could do that, and the guy that actually filed the complaint, I realized then, oh, okay, so, um, he's a political, who's who, Aba, of the region. You understand? And guy, Mr. Soren, so the SMME guy now that, I took the envelope from, is also, you understand, political power within the region. So basically, I was caught in the middle of a political battle. And I decided, you know what, I'm not going to be the pawn. What Ugel didn't realize was she was being used, you understand, to get to me. And I was like, no, I can't. Um, Let them fight their political battles, but not through me. And I was like, you know what? Because you know how politics works, you understand? I was like, you know what? I can't even allow myself to go to a hearing because I don't trust these people. It could go, with a hearing, it could go either way. But in a situation like that, I already knew, you know what, this one, if I were to go, I would have lost. You understand? So I was like, no, I should not put myself into that position. And funny things started happening after that. I would get to my place, how nangamasimba emnyango, like ikaka yomntu basically. I know ukuthi that was to scare me. And then internal auditor, the guy who was internal auditor, is friends with my colleague. And I had rumors ukuthi the guy was from Umtata, and I had rumors ukuthi apparently his car bent down, like bent into ashes, when he had traveled to Umtata for umgidi wako kwabo, something like that. And everyone knew ukuthi ndingumhlekazi. So the rumor was ukuthi yo baqala umuntu orongo. Hey! I'm like, I don't even know this guy. I don't know where he's from. Suddenly I was trending, It was so bad, guys. It was so bad. Ndingumthakathi, basically. People started looking at me with, it was so bad. And now I could see ukuthi Shem, they consulted Igqirha that I was like very close with, was a Khin. You understand? If you could go to my Facebook page, you will find the story. Some So they consulted with her. You understand? Looking for options to perpetuate me and all of that. You understand? And I was like, no, this is like more serious than I thought. So I decided, you know what? Let me get out of this, you understand, before it gets ugly. Because I was just not prepared to fight like that. You understand? I could, senjuba, ndiyakuthakatha nam xa ndifuna ndiyakwazi uthakatha. It's not like andikwazi, because umthi yinto yasekhaya. Like umthi siyawazi ekhaya. You understand? But it's not something, ayikho kum laa nto leyana. You understand? I don't fight my battles like that. So I decided, no, I can't. I think my time here is up. A lot of people were like, kusubali kwala, you have to like, babonisa ukuthi umhlekazi wena uligqirha. No. I was like, no, guys, you don't understand. I can't now be that person, you understand, because it would be putting up a show, you understand, for other people to enjoy, and basically I'm playing. No, I was like, nah. The weakest link, sorry, because it was obvious. So I was like, no, I have other battles I'm prepared to fight, not this one. And in any case, I felt like, you know what, like I was saying earlier ukuthi, in the first video ukuthi, um I had always known ukuthi I am not going to be, a 9 to 5 person for the long time, for like, for you know your English, guys, is just gone. It's 11 o'clock. Anyway, so I had known ukuthi at some point I'm gonna have to quit. But at that time I was not ready. I was forced, I was pressured. And I felt like, you know what? Maybe this is just the time to quit. Maybe this is what I needed. You understand, for me to quit. And because I've always been told in my dreams, you understand, ukuthi imali yakho isezandleni zakho. This is what I would be told. I would be told ukuthi itasi yakho imali leyo, lilifa lakho. You understand? So the question was, is ukuthi ufuna ntoni kwaMlungu? Sikunikile yonke into oyidingayo nje. UMlungu ufuna ntoni kuye? You understand? And remember, I think I've said this before. Some ancestors despise uMlungu because of how they were treated. You understand? By abelungu. You understand? Some ancestors don't see the value of money. We understand, in terms of us earning high salaries. We understand, if that money is not going to be translated into cattle, into improving your homestead. You understand? So they don't understand why we have to work. It's almost like being slaves. Remember, they were treated as slaves. So for them, I think when they get onto the other side, they want to prevent us from going through that, what they had to go through, being slaves basically. So they don't understand our quest for employment. Ukuthi yintoni lena ifunayo, especially if you have a gift of indigenous knowledge, like Amagqirha, ubuqhwele, and so forth and so forth. So honestly, some of us are not meant to work. I'm not saying I'll never go back to work, because I don't know ukuthi like sometimes the field is not leveled. You understand? As igqirha, I'm so used to I was so used to receiving a salary, you understand, on a specific date. I was so used to having benefits like your medical aid, knowing which your pension is growing somewhere. Now, as igqirha, those things you have to, like, I now have to save up for my retirement. You understand? I don't have medical aid, so if anything is wrong with me, I now use public institutions, public clinics, public hospitals. So sometimes I miss that. We understand? I miss that comfort zone. We understand? And sometimes umsebenzi ukungabikho, like ukuthi cwaka ungathunywa. You understand? And that means ukuthi klonyanga leyo awunamali basically. You understand? Whereas as an employee, imali yona ibisiza definitely nakanjani nge-25 by 25. So I miss that sometimes, but what I'm trying to say is some of us are forced to quit and sizisebenzele. Sometimes bafuna ukusibona sisenza owabo umsebenzi. Not everyone, by the way. There are people who are employees doing very well in their careers, but aphinde abe ligqirha part-time. doing very well as well. So asizufanana, and I don't like people assuming ukuthi wonke amagqirha kufuneka ngephangele. Not all of us banyanzelekile to quit. So yeah, that's it, guys. I'm just trying to motivate you. Sometimes you must know things happen for a reason. Sometimes, your hand will be forced. You understand? You'll be forced to take decisions that you don't know where they will lead. But for example, look at me now. I don't think I would be where I am. You understand? Ngobugqirha bam, where I was still like, yo, hi sana English. If I was still employed, you understand? I am where I am now because I quit, and because I have time. I own my time. You understand? So akufananwa ke singalinganisani. So what I'm trying to say to you guys ukuthi, at that time I was crying, ndandilila inyembezi ndinga-understand. You understand? And I hated ugirl, my colleague. You understand? I hated her. But do you know what? I look back now, I was like, someone had to do it. Someone had to be the Judas. Unfortunately, she was the Judas. So I don't have as much hatred now for her as I used to then, because I think I'm a lot wiser now. She was used spiritually for me to advance. And I know what now. Let me leave it there, guys. So yeah, if you haven't subscribed, please do. Help me grow this channel. We're getting somewhere, guys. We are definitely getting somewhere. And when I started this channel, I didn't expect to be where I am now in terms of subscriber numbers. And yeah, I got my first pay last month, guys. I didn't tell you, but I'll do a video just for that, show off basically. So thank you guys for tuning in. Continue supporting me, liking, sharing my videos, and comment down below. If you have any questions, yeah, I respond to questions. You guys have my WhatsApp. Yeah, you can talk to me. Otherwise, ciao.